Sunk cost fallacy, its implications in decision-making and strategies. The sunk cost fallacy is a prevalent cognitive bias that affects the decision-making process, leading individuals and organizations alike to continue investing in a project, endeavor, or situation solely because significant resources, time, money, or effort, have already been expended, regardless of the current or future benefits. This fallacy stems from our inherent desire to avoid loss and waste, causing us to irrationally cling to past investments rather than evaluating decisions on their present and future merits. Understanding this bias is crucial for making more rational, effective decisions in both personal and professional contexts. At its core, the sunk cost fallacy is about how we value our investments and how those valuations skew our future decisions. For instance, imagine you bought a ticket to a concert. On the day of the event, you fall ill. Despite feeling terrible, you might feel compelled to attend simply because you paid for the ticket, which is a sunk cost. The rational decision would be to stay home and recover, as the money spent cannot be recovered regardless of your attendance. This fallacy isn't limited to small, personal decisions. It significantly impacts business and governmental projects, where sunk costs in terms of finances, time, and resources can escalate into billions. Large corporations and governments may continue funding projects that are no longer viable or whose costs have ballooned beyond their original estimates, simply because of the substantial investments already made. The psychological underpinnings of the sunk cost fallacy are deeply rooted in human nature. It ties back to the loss aversion theory, which suggests that the pain of losing is psychologically about twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining. Consequently, when faced with the prospect of losing out on our investments, we're more likely to make irrational decisions to avoid realizing that loss. This bias is compounded by our need for consistency and our self-justification mechanism, where we want to believe that our past decisions were sound. Here are several strategies to mitigate its effects. 1. Acknowledge and identify. The first step is recognizing that sunk costs are irrecoverable and should not influence future decisions. 2. Separate decision-making from past investments. Evaluate each decision on its current and future merits, disregarding past expenditures. This approach encourages more objective decision-making. 3. Set predefined criteria for continuation or termination. Establish clear, objective benchmarks for projects or investments. If these benchmarks are not met, consider discontinuing the investment, regardless of the sunk costs. 4. Seek external perspectives. Sometimes, detachment is needed to make unbiased decisions. External advisors or consultants can provide objective insights unclouded by the emotional investment in sunk costs. 5. Embrace a learning mindset. View sunk costs as a learning opportunity rather than a loss. This perspective encourages accepting past mistakes and making more rational future decisions. 6. Implement a forward-looking approach. Focus on future opportunities and benefits rather than past expenditures. This forward-looking perspective helps in making decisions that are in the best interest of future outcomes. In conclusion, the sunk cost fallacy is a pervasive bias that can lead to significantly flawed decision-making. By understanding its mechanisms and implementing strategies to counteract its influence, individuals and organizations can make more rational, beneficial decisions. Recognizing and overcoming the sunk cost fallacy is a crucial skill in the arsenal of anyone looking to navigate the complexities of personal and professional decisions effectively.